Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah. Under the lights, we covering sports, whatever you like, yeah. Home runs in the park, touchdowns in the end zone. Knockouts in the ring, buzzer beater for the win, go hard or go home. Find out who you are when you under the lights. That pressure made a star, right there. Under the lights, you looking for the best, tune in to Under the Lights. Yeah, under the lights.
Yeah. Welcome back to Under the Lights. We are your host. I'm Big Mike, and that's my guy, Jordan. What's up, boy? How you doing?
I'm chilling, man. Happy as a mug right now. I'm so happy right now.
What you happy about? What you happy about?
I'm about to go see Ellen a little bit later. That's what I'm happy about. You know what I'm saying?
You're lying.
See her.
You're lying. That's not what you happy about right now. This nigga just lied like a motherfucker to the people. That's not what you happy about. Hey, listen. It'll make her happy to hear that, you know what I mean, at the beginning of the show. But when she finds out you're lying, you're not getting none for the rest of the week. You know what I mean? So you can hang that shit up. I thought you loved me. I thought you loved me. You know what I'm saying? So tell the people what you really happy about.
Oh, my God. I'm sticking to my story, my nigga.
Smart man. You're a smart man, my boy. You're learning quick. You're learning quick, man. You feel me?
Hey, gotta learn from somebody. You know what I mean? You gotta learn from somebody. You feel me?
Ooh, yeah. Learn that shit. Learn that shit, nigga. Unlearn that bullshit you learned out there fucking with them hoes. Unlearn that shit. Now you know what I'm saying? Unlearn that shit to get you fucked up out here. You understand?
I hear you.
Stay straight. You be all right, my boy. Walk that line and you be good. But anyway, man. Happy Tuesday to everybody. You know what I mean? Hope everybody had a great Monday night. Hope you watched the Ravens and the Buccaneers game. It was a high-scoring game, a lot of garbage points from the other side, you feel me? But still high-scoring. We've seen the Ravens walk in there and get it done down there in Tampa Bay. But before we continue that, you feel me, let me go ahead and tell the viewers right now that if you have not liked, subscribed, and shared and commented with friends and all of that, do so right now. Hit that like and subscribe button so you could be up to date with all things Under the Lights. And if you are a listener right now on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, we appreciate you. We thank you. Keep listening to us. Keep downloading. We see it. You know what I mean? But you already know I like to say, you know what I mean? I don't want to waste no more time. We can't get time back, so let's not waste none. As I mentioned, we just seen the Baltimore Ravens walk into Tampa Bay and go out there and get a dub, 41-31. It was not a close game. Those yards, those points for Tampa Bay were garbage points. Starters is on the bench for the Ravens and all of the things like that. The Ravens put up over 500 yards of offense. You feel me? Lamar Jackson threw for over 260, over 250 or something. 281 to be exact, if I'm not mistaken. 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. Derrick Henry just being Derrick Henry. You feel what I'm saying? So
with not so many touches either.
Yeah, he don't with that offensive line, that's what they built to do. They built the block. They built the run block. You know what I mean? That's what they've always been built on from day one. You feel me? They didn't start with a quarterback back in '96. You know what I mean? So they just ran. I mean, that's their MO. That's their makeup. You feel me? And you add Derrick Henry on top of that. It's going to be great to see, you feel me, for that Baltimore Ravens organization. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be for the fans to see it. They love it. You know what I mean? So, but, Jordan, go ahead, give me your thoughts on the Monday Night Football game. The Ravens are on a 5-game win streak. Let me know what you think, dog.
Yep. Hey, I thought it was a great game, man. I thought we were putting some good pressure on the coach. I think, let me get this. Because Tampa Bay didn't seem so poor. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were getting it done a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, they were successful running the ball. When Evans came out the game, I think that kind of helped us in a way. You know what I'm saying? But let's be clear. We had Humphreys came out the game for us. What's his name got injured for us as well. He fucked up his ankle. Zay Flowers. As you seen, he only had 1 target, 1 catch, 1 for 11. You know what I'm saying? But Lamar Jackson was throwing that ball around like no one's fucking business. And I remember in the beginning of the game, we weren't giving the ball that much to Derrick Henry because obviously we was down. But he was slinging that shit, bro. Slinging it.
Mm-hmm.
Slinging it all over the field. All over the field. Short. East-west passes. Long passes. Intermediate, middle passes, he was everywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? Throwing that thing around, running around too. You know what I'm saying? Great pass, deep ball to Bateman. Great deep ball.
49 yards.
Yeah, great deep ball.
Yep.
Impressive there. Also getting out the pocket, getting boys open. I thought it was a great game. And what was impressive too, you tell me if you seen that they weren't really giving Derrick Henry the ball so much, but when he got the ball in certain situations, a lot of those yards came from 2 runs. I'm not gonna lie, 2 runs.
Yeah.
One big run, and then there was 2 big runs that he had. I think there was one damn near, what was it, like the 81-yarder, and I think he had the next one that probably was 30-something or 40.
Home run hitter,
so
bro. This ain't Tennessee. This ain't the Tennessee O-line. This is the Baltimore Ravens O-line.
And you remember, and that was in the beginning. That was a bit of a concern for us because we lost a few guys on our O-line, and you know what I'm saying. And that was a big concern for us in the beginning. But they have definitely picked it up, right? I don't
think it was ever a big concern. That's what Baltimore was built on. They built on that.
But we're also built on a great defense, and our defense ain't the greatest.
No, for sure. I mean? But listen, y'all used to having lockdown on both ends, meaning passing and rushing. You feel me? You can lock down the rushing. Now we can go back and forth about the passing defense all day long. I told you what I felt about that. I feel like it's not adding up still. You know what I mean? But go ahead, continue.
Yeah, and I thought Lamar Jackson had a clean game, rating of 158, bro. You know what I'm saying? 5 TEDs, bro. I'm super happy right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get too high. You know what I'm saying? I just I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. I don't want to say too much, but Lamar Jackson is MVP, man. Lamar Jackson is the MVP of this league, bro.
We've seen this. I'm not
joking.
Yeah, we've seen this before. We've seen this.
I hear you. I hear you. And we want to go. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if you get another MVP, get another MVP. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you don't want to not get them. Get them. You know what I'm saying? But I know what we want. We want that bowl game. We want to win the big one. You know what I mean? But we definitely have to play on all 3 levels and play well. Leading up to that. We have to make sure we are good in each and every level of the game, right? We got to make sure we're good in the pass game, make sure we're good in the run game, and make sure we're good in special teams. Also, we got to make sure we're good defensively because, I mean, I don't mind us. Okay, if we not so good in the pass defense, I don't mind us leading up and getting to that. You know what I'm saying? As long as we peak at the right time, I think that's the most important. So if we're peaking at the right time as soon as we get to the playoffs and we're good on a pass defense, because we can make plays. We have guys that can make plays.
Yeah, like Marlon Humphrey. I told you that. I told you stop panicking. Y'all got enough players to go out there and make plays. He had 2 interceptions, man.
I hear you, bro. But I'm saying it's not just always going to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna have some wide receivers, some good offensive wideouts that are gonna have our way, and if we can at least contain that and get better with that, that's all I want, man. And I'm a panic. You damn right. If I'm panic, let me panic, my nigga. It's my team.
Go ahead, panic
you know what I'm
away.
saying? So you know what I mean. So all in all, bro, great game, man. Great game. Lamar Jackson's playing on another level. Derrick Henry playing another level. Mark Andrews getting involved, which I like that. He was getting back involved at least in the red zone. You know what I mean? That's good. It's not like he had crazy amount of targets because we was just dominating on all types of every aspect.
Been involved these last couple of weeks, really.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, man, I'm happy, bro. I'm happy, man. Nothing else to complain about, man. Talk to me. What you looking like?
So just to, the Ravens played a clean game, obviously, I mean, I told you they wanted, if them in Detroit, most powerful team in the league, blah, 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 things like that. But they got a whole lot you can pick from. You got the 2 tight end set. You got Derrick Henry. You got Lamar. You got, Justice Hill, who's good to pass the game. You got, playmakers on defense. You got an all-pro in Roquan. You know what I mean? They still getting to the quarterback. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You got a defense. I mean, the passing game may not be what you wanted, but you got guys out there that can make plays like Kyle Hamilton and a Marlon Humphrey. He did end up going out. You know what I'm saying? He had 2 interceptions before he went out the game, obviously. And obviously,
big interception, the first one, right?
Big interception, yeah, for sure. Shit. Yeah, he did end up going out the game. But to me personally, I don't feel his loss was as big as the Mike Evans loss, because Mike Evans is where they score points, and Mike Evans is a big playmaking wide receiver. 1,000 yards every year, Hall of Fame. You know, he just caught his 100th touchdown. You know what I mean? Just last night. You know what I mean? Up there with Marvin Harrison, Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens, Randy Moss. Up there.
I'm with you.
And that's the type of guy that they lost on offense, where 100%. They score. When Mike Evans is when start the game, Baker was 11 of 13 for 133 yards and a touchdown. When Mike Evans went out the game, he was 0 of 3 on the next 3 passes and threw 2 interceptions. When he's in the game, Drake Baker Mayfield is 38 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. Without Mike Evans, there's 6 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. So everything just went completely downhill once Mike Evans went out the game. Offensively, everything was over. You could double Chris Godwin now and then make Sterling Shepard and then Cade Otton, whoever that is, whoever the other guy is, go out there and get the job done. This is just another reason why I hate when people say injuries don't matter. Everything completely changed. You can't expect those guys to come in and then say and even fill in for what Mike Evans does. Mike Evans is not a regular wide receiver. He's one of the best ever, and you can't expect those guys to come in and fill that in. So when I keep always hearing injuries don't matter, it's just stupid. It's idiotic to me. But like I said, when the game first started, I thought we was going to see a back and forth game. But once that happened, everything went downhill. I wish we was able to see it, but Baltimore kept their foot on the gas, didn't let up. You understand what I'm saying? Tampa Bay, they couldn't respond. You know what I mean? The offense is just destructed. You know what I mean? They can't respond. So the Baltimore Ravens stepped on their ass. You know what I mean? Kept on putting points on the board. And then when you got the defense out, you got them getting Baker Mayfield them off the field. Now the defense is out there again. Baltimore putting together long drives, whether they're running or whether they're making long passes down the field. Niggas just wide open type shit. You know what I mean? You got when you barely using Derrick Henry. It's supposed to be like that. He wasn't there to get 30 carries a game. This ain't Tennessee. So he's a fresh guy coming into this game. When you see him sitting on the sideline, he didn't touch the ball for an hour last night. For a whole hour, he didn't touch the ball. You know what I mean? So he got fresh legs coming in. You know what I'm saying? So it works out in Baltimore's favor. They did what they were supposed to do. Went out there and stepped on them. Didn't give them life. Now at the end, that was garbage. That's garbage yards, garbage time. I'm going to let y'all get this, whatever the case may be, because you're not going to have enough time to go out here and put a drive together with no timeouts and shit like that. So when I was never worried about, I know you was never worried. You be panicking a lot. Maybe you thought they was going to come back, some type of shit. But no, they were not going to come back when it was 41-31, because it was like
time was there.
It was like 100. It was like a minute and 30 some, a minute and 40 some, 138, something like that. Even if they would have scored a touchdown, made it 41-38. You have no timeouts. The game is over. This is not the in-season tournament where we want to win by a point margin so we can get a top seed and blah blah blah. So none of that mattered. Those were garbage yards. Even they did miss 2 opportunities. You know what I mean? You got Mike Evans. He missed the opportunity, but that's when he blew his hamstring out, so he probably couldn't focus on the ball. Who knows? He was hurt before too. No, coming in. Yeah, he was hurt coming
into the game injured. So you knew that there was a risk of him getting hurt.
It was only a matter of time.
Yeah.
Mike Evans is a big wide receiver. He's 6'5", 230 pounds. You feel me? Running around, you know what I'm saying? Run full speed, work hard. Yeah, I wouldn't have played him. Now I know they said
with a hamstring injury, bro. You know that's gonna tear, especially because it's sprinting, bro.
Yeah,
and wide receiver, you gotta sprint.
Yeah, and see, this is how great Mike Evans is. You could tell he was laboring on some routes, but with the mind and the technique and all of that, you know what I'm saying, to get open. That's why when basketball players say I can just run and turn around, it's not just running and turning around, bro.
It's technique.
It's not, it's technique, how to run your route, how to set people up for a route, making you think I'm doing this. I can start slow. You might think it's a run, then your eyes is in the backfield, then I take off. All I need is that split second. Split second, you feel me? So Mike Evans, bro, that's what he was out there laboring and still was getting open on some routes. And even that touchdown that he caught, he was laboring on that route.
Yeah, he was. Yep.
So me personally,
don't you hate when people say that though?
That?
I know you talking. I hate when because it. No, this for me personally, when you're talking about crossover in sports, how people think they can play another sport. If I'm a soccer player and people don't really know the ins and outs of actually and the certain techniques that you're gonna have to have playing the sport at a high level. You know what I'm saying? So when someone thinks that they can just come in and do something at that sport at a high level, I'm like, bro, you don't know half of it, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you have big players in the NFL that maybe are not the fastest, that can't maybe they probably run a 4.8, but these dudes are good at playing wide receiver. Why? Because there's certain techniques that you need and to get you open. You know what I'm saying? Then do you have soft hands? Can you catch anything? Can you catch everything? That's one. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that probably that football players have to go through. You know what I'm saying? That it's just not about being a freak athlete, nigga.
Right.
You just can't be a freak athlete and think you can just play a sport. You know what I'm saying? I think it maybe in certain things, but not. I think it's way harder than people think it is.
Right. And see, people understand. And I don't want to get off track. I know we're talking about. I mean, I've gave my take on that already. You know what I mean? But just to talk real quick. When I talk about football players going to the NBA or whatever, even if I was to say soccer, like I said, the first thing people bring up, Jordan, is shooting. Is shooting. Well, to me, your argument is flawed because there's guys in the NBA history that cannot shoot. We're talking about Ben Wallace and Dennis Rodman and Charles Oakley and things like that. When I talk about football players, listen, coming to a transitioning, I'm not saying it's some football players that can go out there and get buckets because they were stars in high school in basketball and they had D1 offer. You talk about Keon Coleman or whatever the case may, other guys, whatever the case may be, right? I'm talking about even if they can't shoot, we have agility. So nothing you can do on that court is going to make me, I can't keep up with you. I got to guard guys without a ball. You have a ball in your hand. You cannot move faster than this guy without a ball. I promise you, these guys in the NFL can go out there and be great defenders. You know what I mean? Great defenders. You know what I mean? And when I brought up Myles Garrett to Navi, he's like, no, he can't. I said, bro, listen, Myles Garrett can move laterally. He can run. You're not about to just back him down and bully him, so he's going to be able to play really good defense. He can box out, get rebounds, all of that. He can do those things, and other guys can go do those things. Physicality, no matter what era, whether it's the 80s or the 90s, that was never going to be a problem for a football player. Never. Because that's what we do. We're in a gladiator sport. So I basically go talking about if you say somebody can't, they ain't going to go out there and drop 30, that's fine. Whatever how you want to, that's the first thing they go to. Let's talk about them go out there playing strict defense and how these high school teams, college teams go after go after football players to play on their basketball team yearly because of the defense and the physicality that they can provide. The defense for these teams goes up. I've seen it with my own eyes. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I be coming from when I talk about a football player transferring to the NBA. And in soccer, I never played, you know what I mean, real deal soccer. I played soccer kindergarten, first grade. You feel what I'm saying? But I mean, I think we can go out there and play some defense. Maybe we can't kick that ball at a curve like y'all do. That take years of practice. Anyway, but you're not about to go to the corner. I don't know what that formation is called. You know, when everybody's just standing there and they kick it from the corner. You know what I'm talking about, right? What's that? Yeah. What is that called?
A free kick.
Okay, a free kick. You know what I mean?
Or a corner kick.
Or a corner kick. We can't do that. Maybe a kicker, but Ray Lewis can't do that. Darrell Reeves can't do that. Champ Bailey, Ed Reed, those guys can't do that. But to go out there and play some defense, I think we could do that in any sport. You know what I mean? That requires defense. So that's where I be coming from. You know what I mean? When I talk mainly about, that's where I mainly be coming from when we talk about transition and moving into different sports and shit like that. I think we are more equipped for it. But, yeah, man, like we was talking, great game. You know what I mean? I wish we could have seen it. I think it would have been a closer game. You know what I mean? If they were able to keep Mike Evans, maybe they still would have lost. Who knows? But the way Baker was playing before he went out, it was looking pretty good. You know what I mean? They end up doing some different things, giving them different looks, but that's what you can do when you ain't got Mike Evans out there. You feel you can switch it up. We're going to double this guy, whatever the case may be. So, but shout out to the Ravens. They did their thing, man. So, shit, five-game win streak. And who y'all got next?
I think the Broncos or something like that.
That'll be a 6-game win streak. They ain't hitting on nothing. Yeah,
I mean, yo, we are man. I'm just man. Lamar in the passing game right now, man. I know people. This stigma of him that he can't throw, man.
Yo,
I think it's just wrong, bro.
Okay, but look.
I think it's wrong, bro.
I don't think anybody's questioning can Lamar throw anymore. It's the time. It's when, you know what I mean? Nobody's questioning his throwing anymore. It's can you get over the hump? Or we know he can do this. You know what I mean? I don't think nobody's questioning his throwing anymore, especially as wide open as them niggas be. Them niggas be wide the fuck open. I'm not saying he can't make no contested throws. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he can't drop nothing in the bucket. I ain't saying that. But them whoever, who was that? Todd Monken from Georgia, an offensive coordinator. He a bad boy because them boys is open out there. You know what I mean? So shout to the Red. They doing their thing, man, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I got, you know, because I be listening to some stuff online and all that, and there's obviously the thing of him. You know,
I'm about to start tapping back in. I'm about to start tapping back in.
You got to tap back in, but in the playoffs. But I know it's just certain moments in playoffs is what can determine the outcome of a game. Like people are not gonna know. Oh, when he had the game where they lost, and he had like over 500 yards himself, and like there was moments in the game where.
But that game was. I don't think that game was close.
He made a throw, and what's his name caught the ball, fumble. What's his name missing throw? What's his name not catching the ball? Like there's moments where you need someone also to make a play when you're throwing the ball too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying there's a lot of things that come into it. But I agree. He wants to get there, and for him at this time, like now that he's at this level, this is what you know what I'm saying. If you are not a 2-time MVP and you're not this and not that, no one's really gonna be like, all right, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
He's that nigga. So
I told you they did it.
Dude,
they listen. I told you they did it. Everybody got the treatment, bro. Everybody. Tom Brady didn't get a chance to get that treatment because he came in winning. You feel me? Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes. He didn't get the chance to get that treatment. He came in winning. You know what I mean? But the guys that were great, you know what I mean? Shit. Peyton Manning. They was frying this nigga, bro. They was frying dude bad. You know what I'm saying? You know I ain't no Colts fan. I'm not a Colts fan at all whatsoever. You know what I mean? Even though I'm all around the Naptown fans and shit, I'm not a Colts fan at all whatsoever. Never have been, never will. You feel me? You know I'm a Philadelphia Eagle all day long. You understand? But they used to be frying. I'm talking about the news. The news was on this nigga.
I know they fry him.
Yeah, so look, it's listen, bro. Until he get it done, it's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. No,
I just the beat like not the hypocrisy. When people are being hypocrites or they're more thing on him than they are other quarterbacks that they have ahead of him.
Okay.
Or people will have ahead of him for certain things. That's my thing. You already know that's my main thing with that.
Okay.
That's my main thing. Yeah.
All right. So like I mentioned, man, Ravens on a 5-game win streak. They got the Broncos next, you said, so that should be 6. That's an easy squad.
Browns. We got the Browns next. Browns, then Broncos.
Well, yeah, that's another. So 6. We're gonna go 6-7 game win streak. That's nobody to, you know what I mean. That's nobody to, you know what I mean, to look at and be worried at all whatsoever. We see what the Browns are doing. You feel me? So let's transition to the NBA because tonight is the season opener. Tonight, you understand, we got the Celtics and the Knicks, and they will have their ring ceremony, and that's the 7:30 game. And then at 10 o'clock, you know what I mean, we will have the Lakers and the Timberwolves in L.A., you understand. So, Jordan, let's do some predicting real quick, man. You know what I mean? Yep. It's going to be ring ceremony night. Ain't you happy the NBA?
I'm fucking happy, my nigga. What the fuck we talking about?
It's back, bro. Already. Yeah. Don't it seem like it was just yesterday? You know what I'm saying? It was just yesterday, you feel me? But it's back, you know what I mean? Back in full effect. So Boston Celtics, obviously, they are the reigning champions, the defending champions of the NBA, you know what I mean? And like I told my little brother, I said, let me tell you something. If everybody hurt, them 5 teams, the Heat, the Sixers, the Knicks, the Pacers, and the fucking who else was that? In the Bucks. If all of them hurt again, y'all going back to the goddamn finals. You feel me? So shit. I mean, whatever. You know what I mean? But they gonna hang that banner tonight. You know the Knicks is coming in the building. The Knicks is coming in the building. They got their squad with them. You got Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart. Just got Big Cat from the Minnesota Timberwolves in the trade, and we know who else they coming with. You feel me? Do they spoil the Knicks? Do the Knicks spoil the Boston Celtics ring ceremony tonight with a dub in the Boston Garden? Let me know.
No. I got Boston winning this game. Simple and plain. I got Boston winning this game. I think they have their 3-point shooting. They got depth all around depth. They got the best probably starting five in the game right now.
Okay.
I think maybe Jason Tatum's probably pissed that he didn't get too much tick over in the fucking
That's his
Olympic
fault.
games. It is what it is. Yeah, and then Jaylen Brown not getting his opportunity to go. But then you also have the other players that might have you see, people always take it the other way and think that it's those players like Jason Tatum and Brown that got kind of disrespected, let's say. But what about White and Holiday that they probably get a boost, right? Because they went to that team. Drew Holiday played an important role in the Olympics. You know what I mean? White, he knows how to play his role. You're seeing guys, other players, why they are so great. Get to be around that. Usually when people go to the Olympics, they come back and they up their game. You know what I mean? Just from being around the top players and seeing what they do, you know what I mean? Or taking certain things from those players. So I think that is a main reason why I think. And then you got Porzingis. I think he might be hurt. Is he hurt right now or whatever? But I don't know if he's hurt. Is he hurt right now?
I think he's going to be out for a little minute until Christmas or something like that. Maybe.
Tillman's there.
They was
you know what I mean?
They was 21-4 without Porzingis.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear. I ain't hear none of that shit.
Tillman's there. So they got a good squad over there, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Great spacing, great 3-point shooting. Defense is great. So I think that they're probably going to give him some trouble. Mikal Bridges, his shot looks like it's trash, bro. I'm not going to lie. Something's up with that nigga shot.
Is that a new form he's doing?
I don't know what it is, my nigga. But I don't know what it is, my nigga. Like, I'm just like, what are we doing now, nigga? It's not like you were a poor shooter before. What are we doing? All of a sudden, it's just changing the shit. Your shot's not like a fucking Gilchrist, the nigga from Kentucky,
right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah,
like a weirdo. We're not talking about him.
Yeah,
what are we talking about?
Yeah,
I'm not talking about Shea either. Let everybody know, I'm not talking about Shea. I'm talking about the next one,
Michael Kidd Gilchrist.
Yeah. So I'm just like, I don't know what's going on there, but obviously with Towns over there, I don't want to act like that's on a big. I think that's a good addition because I mean, you want to make a splash. You want to make because you weren't going to win with Randall. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it's not like the Knicks was going to win. So if you're making a trade to see what you can do, I think it's going to be a good game. You know what I'm saying? Because it provides them something a bit different. The spacing is going to be a bit different for the New York Knicks. But I just don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have Mikal Bridges ain't shooting like that. I mean, Anunoby's a good player, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And it's not like Towns is going to scare me. I mean, he's going to provide some good stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's 20 and 10 player. Spread the floor, and you have Brunson. But if Brunson gets locked up, I don't know where they're going to get their scoring from.
Yeah. So.
You know what I mean? So I got the Boston.
Yeah. Tonight, do I think they'll spoil the ring ceremony night? No, I don't. This is first of all, we know in sports, mainly basketball and football, right? Mm-hmm. You're not going to have how many times have we seen a team come together in 1 year, you know what I'm saying, a team of multiple players and trade, whatever the case may be, and go out there and get a championship, besides the 2008 Boston Celtics? I don't remember in my time. You feel what I'm saying? It's so hard to do. Now we're talking about game one of a Knicks team that is a new team. I'm not giving them no excuses. I'm just giving you that could possibly be a reason that they go out there and lose this game. You know what I mean? Because now, and like I said before, like when we talk about Jalen Brunson, he is a good basketball player, really good basketball player. You know what I mean? But that's their ball handler. Who else is handling the ball for the New York Knicks? Who else is making the plays? Josh Hart? Mikal Bridges?
I mean, what's his name? Talked about with the lefty.
Who?
Cameron Payne.
Oh, Payne. Man, listen. I don't know. Listen, I don't know what Mel think campaign is going to provide for them. You know what I mean? Go back and look at the finals. He averaged 6 fucking points. That's what he did in the finals. 6 points. What is that going to get us? What is that going to get the Bucs? Absolutely nothing. You feel what I'm saying? They didn't win that because of him. at all whatsoever, bro. You feel what I mean? And then talk about Deuce McBride, Miles McBride, call him Deuce McBride. He was killing last year. Okay, so you know what now? Deuce McBride, he's gonna be expected to do that now. Now you expected to do what you was doing, whatever, you know what I mean, motherfuckers Mike Mail is jumping up and down about. You're going to be expected to do that. So let's see what he does when his expectations. And then, like I said, and those are guys coming off the bench. The Celtics are deep, bro. They're deep.
Yeah.
This bench right here, I'm not going to fear Campaign and Deuce McBride and Precious Achiuwa. I'm not. As a matter of fact, Precious Achiuwa, he's out. You know what I mean? I mean, like Karl Anthony Towns, bro, listen. Karl Anthony Towns just doesn't strike any fear in me. He doesn't. He's not Joel Embiid. He's not Joker. He's not. He strikes zero fear into me or my team. You know, if I was coaching a team or playing for a team, I'm not about to be like, oh man, we gotta shit. No. I know for one thing, he's not gonna give me no down low presence. He's gonna be standing at the 3-point line saying claiming he's the best big man 3-point shooter ever and want to take a bunch of threes. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So if you're telling me you're going to knock down 7, 8, 9 threes, hey, man, whatever. You know what I mean? But you're going to do that all season long? No, and I don't think he's going to do it tonight in Boston. So the Boston Celtics, and they're bringing their entire team back. They signed Drew Holiday. They signed Derek White. Those are the two guys that, that helped, you know what I mean, in the Olympics as well, as you mentioned. And speaking of the Olympics, I was so tired of hearing about Jason Tatum not getting no clock in the fucking Olympics. I told you for damn sure he had ample opportunity to show what he can do. The man missed all his jump shots damn near, if not all of them. You understand? And was missing layups, but he, you know what I mean, that's the ones he made layups. But he missed some of those right under the rim as well. You feel me? So your role, you don't know. Obviously, you don't know. They're not running the shit through you, Jason Tatum, in the fucking Olympics. They're not. This is not Boston. This is not TNT on Thursday night. I said the same thing about Joel Embiid. He needed to find his role, and he ended up doing so because he played better when he found his role. Jason Tatum just couldn't do it. And when it came down to those last few games, it was killers needed. It was killers needed, and Jason Tatum did not fit the description of a killer. You feel me? So that's why he didn't get in the fucking game. That's it. So that's one thing I want to say about the Olympics and shit. But no, I don't think they're going to sport tonight. The Celtics is bringing their whole team back. They have chemistry. They play all 82 together and plus went to the finals and won it. So they coming back with the camaraderie, with the continuity. They putting the banner up tonight. And I know they want to show and prove that, you know what I mean, oh, it wasn't no fluke. Everybody, you heard Jason Tatum when they asked him, how does it feel? You know, about having a such and such record, you know what I mean, one of the best, I guess, the franchise record, some shit about the record with the Boston franchise. And he came out and said to them, he said, well, we're going to have to do it again because you guys going to say we didn't play nobody. You said that because, nigga, you know you didn't play nobody. So I know that they want to come out and show and prove that they on a tear and they about to make a run for the finals again to try to prove everybody wrong. So, no, I don't think they spoil it. I think the Boston Celtics get a dub in Boston, and then, we'll have to watch the Knicks, come together and work it out as they go. So that's where I'm at with that.
But the Knicks, I think they're decent, though. I'm not going to sit here and act
no.
like
No. I ain't saying that.
One of the top in the East.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, but I don't think we talking about tonight.
In the NBA.
Yeah. What we're talking about tonight. And listen, we listen. We're doing that. Understand, bro. We're doing this about the Knicks based off two things: them finishing where they finished last year. Okay, let's keep in mind, they finished where they finished last year. And then, off of them getting these trades or whatever the case may be. So on paper, they look good, but we haven't seen them play. Mm-hmm. We haven't seen them play. Mm-hmm. So on paper, they do look good. That's cool. Now, let's see how this season unfolds. How it starts and start, middle, and end, and we'll see what it look like. But tonight, I think they're gonna catch it. They're gonna catch an L tonight, and it is what it is. So. That's where I'm at with that. We got another game. You had to say anything else?
Nah.
We got another game tonight, 10 o'clock. We got the Lakers and the Timberwolves. Who wins this game tonight? Talk to me. Oh, want me to go? Oh, I'm taking the Lakers.
You can go.
Yeah, I'm taking the Lakers to win this game. I don't know. Is Julius Randle even playing? Is he playing? at all? Is he suiting up? You know what I mean? I haven't heard anything about Julius Randle suiting up, being there for opening night or anything like that. So, you know what I mean? I'm going to take the Lakers, expected to start the NBA season. Okay. By or near the start of NBA season. That's what it says right here. I'm on Bleacher Report right now. You know what I mean? It says he should be ready, you know what I mean, by the start, or even if he plays, I'm taking the Lakers. I think you got LeBron James and AD. You know what I mean? They don't have Karl Anthony Towns, so another 3-point threat is gone from the outside. You don't have I'm not worried about Julius Randle standing out there trying to take no threes. I'm not worried about Rudy Gobert protecting nothing. He can get killed and get dunked on and get laid up on all night long. Not worried about him. They can bring him out, and then it's wide open. Julius Randle is not no lockdown defender or no shit like that, even though I know, that the Minnesota Timberwolves did have a pretty good defensive team last year. I'm not going to act like they didn't. You got Nickeil Alexander. You got, what's the other bull out there? Fuck. That's Jaden McDaniels. You feel me? You got Ant-Man. They can play defense. You understand what I'm saying? But I think in the end, you know what I mean, the Lakers, they will prevail. The will to win, the know-how, you know what I mean, of LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And I think Austin Reeves and Rui will play a little better this season. I think they play a little better, and they've been in tight games, been in close games. They battle tested. You feel what I'm saying? So there's no reason we shouldn't come tonight in LA and go out there and get a dub against Minnesota, who, I know they got DiVincenzo, but that's not Cat and DiVincenzo. That's Julius Randle and DiVincenzo. And I'm not putting a whole lot of stock in Julius Randle coming back the first game off injury, coming out here to light shit up and take these boys to the promised land. I don't see it, so I got the Lakers winning tonight in LA, start the season off 1-0.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Minnesota on this one.
Okay.
I think they got a good balance. And Julius Randle, it's been a while now. You know what I mean? I think he's had a long time to recover.
Mm-hmm.
He's come back. He looks good. I like their team, man. They got some spacing.
You said he looked good. Where you seen him play that?
Yeah, in the preseason.
What did he give you?
I mean, from looking at him, he looked good.
He looked game ready.
I like his aggressive.
Okay.
Yeah, I like him.
We gonna see.
Yeah, I like Julius Randle.
We gonna see. We bet with that. We gonna start an NBA bet or some shit.
Okay, bet good.
Bet good. Okay, Minnesota, LA Lakers, me, Jordan. All right. Boom. I mean, y'all got the Wizards. The Warriors got the Wizards the first game, right? Or some shit. Who y'all got? Portland. Nah, I ain't betting that. Easy.
Yeah, so I think Anthony Edwards going to take a jump this year, another jump. You know what I mean? I think they have great perimeter defense. Their their defense is going to be good, man. They have great perimeter defense. And adding DiVincenzo is definitely going to be a big pickup. Obviously Rudy Gobert is he's around the basket. You know what I'm saying? He's good at defending the rim. You know what I mean? So it's not like their team is still solid, bro. Mm-hmm. And if Julius Randle can give you something, then don't forget about Naz Reid. So when they want to take out Gobert, you throw in Naz Reid with Julius Randle, DiVincenzo, McDaniels. You got a good little offense that can spread the floor. And they dogs, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you take out them niggas is dog. Don't think like Julius Randle ain't no bitch now.
No,
you know what I mean?
Never said that.
Yeah,
I never said that.
Naz Reid,
but I'm not worried about him.
No, I hear you. But I think that their defense and their perimeter defense is going to cause some type of problem for the LA Lakers.
What can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What type of problem is the non-down low pressure going to cause for them?
The non-down low?
We're not worried about Julius Randle locking no AD up. I'm not worried about Rudy Gobert locking AD up. I'm not worried about nobody guarding LeBron James down low in the paint if you want to post up. Not worried about it at all.
Yeah, I mean, but he's going to have to post up, but he's still going to have to shoot over Rudy Gobert, or you're going to put Naz Reid in there.
I'm really not worried about Naz Reid playing defense.
I mean, well, I'm not. Well, the thing is, that's cool, but they were the best defensive team for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
It's not like they're just terrible. It's like they were out there, the best defensive team, even against the top teams like LA and all those. They were good defensively.
Yeah, but we constantly see. But here's okay. They're the best. They were one of the best perimeter defensive teams, right? You know what I'm saying? But we see that's cool.
And the inside.
That's cool. But we still see guys getting to the rim, doing what they want to do. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not too much worried about it, man. I'm not. I got the Lakers.
of course, during a game, there's gonna be moments when that happens. But
this is all season.
They have a 5 men that can guard pretty much a lot of the guys. They can do certain things, and they can match up with certain matchups. They definitely can.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I think that reason alone is gonna cause them. And then you guys, like, who's guarding Ant? I mean, I know you guys have the LeBron James and AD, but I don't know what AD is gonna come out today.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't know what AD is gonna come out.
Yeah.
Like, what's gonna happen?
Right.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And then LeBron James, are they putting him the minutes restriction on him? What are they doing with him?
They
shouldn't.
I'm saying?
I don't know.
Did you watch Starting Five on Netflix?
No, I'm watching it though.
Man,
episode 2.
Man told him last year, I trained my body. I'm ready. I'm more prepared than anybody. I train my body. This is bullshit. I don't like this shit. He don't need no minutes restriction. He fine. He know what he can do, what he can and cannot do. He know what's going on. So
I hope so. Yeah, I got Minnesota on that one.
Okay,
I got
cool.
Minnesota.
You got. Yeah. I mean, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. You know what I mean? But okay, cool. So sticking with the NBA, man, let's go. Let's do this. We already did some early MVP candidates. We did early MVP predictions for the candidates. Okay. Now what we want to do right now is basically give you our early season NBA MVP, not candidate, who we think will win it. You understand? So Jordan, you know what I mean? Who is going to win the 2024-2025 NBA League MVP? Talk to me.
So my pick, since this can be done quick, it's not like I'm gonna probably go and take SGA.
Okay.
Of OKC's number 1 in the West, and SGA is gonna give you some good numbers to back it up with it, right? Because it's not just about, you kind of have to have both, especially nowadays with how they're doing the MVP. It's usually the best player on the best team and all that bullshit. So, and it's not like SGA, his stats are terrible. His stats are nice. He gets it done, and he already has that push as one of the better players in the league. So, that's my prediction. My prediction will be SGA. I don't want to go on for 2, 3, and 4, but
yeah, we're going winner. We're going winner.
That's who I'll take for my early season prediction.
Okay,
I'll take SGA.
Okay, so and once again, we already talked about this past summer that if the Lakers or the Warriors are in the top 3 or 4, you know what I mean, LeBron and Steph are going to be, MVP candidates. They're going to be there, and one of those guys could possibly win it. So I'm not going to do well if I'm just putting that out there again, right? So. I got 4 names out here that I was just writing down, right? You know what I mean? Just got 4 names, you feel me? Obviously, I'm going to pick one. I wanted to say Luka at first, right? Because I know Luka's going to be consistent. He's going to be consistent. It's like Luka keeps getting better. You know what I'm saying? He's been a pro athlete, so he understands the game of basketball. You feel me? He's got Klay Thompson on the squad now. Klay Thompson ain't about to be out here 0 for 10 and 0 for 9 every night. But I think that's gonna open up the floor more. I don't care how many times you see Klay Thompson go 0 for whatever. You are not going to treat him like he's a fucking nigga that cannot shoot. You are going to stay out there glued to Klay Thompson, which is going to open the floor more for Luka, which that means more buckets or more wide open looks. He's going to rebound the ball. You know what I'm saying? He's going to get buckets. He's going to give you 30 plus a night. You know what I mean? So I had him down. You know what I mean? Boom. Then I'm like, man, but what about that boy in Milwaukee? That boy in Milwaukee that missed the last 2 playoffs postseasons with injury. And it might be time for him to reintroduce himself to the NBA. Talking about Giannis. You understand what I'm just saying, man? He might be on the tear. Giannis is a competitor, bro. Giannis is one of those guys who really wants to win. He ain't out here, I just want to get the bag. No. Giannis want to win. Giannis told Milwaukee, if you don't get this shit together, I'm cutting out.
You said they go trade him if you don't win.
But I want out. I'm not. He said I'm not re-signing until you show me boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody who wants to win. You know what I mean? That one championship for him is just not enough for him. You feel what I'm saying? Right. And so I'm like, man, we know Giannis is going to come to play. One thing about Giannis, he's going to come to play every night. Win or lose, he's coming to play full throttle every single night. And I'm like, man, he might have to reintroduce himself. You understand? And so obviously we know if their team is top 3, top 4, he's going to be in there as well. But I think they might give him the voters fatigue. They might give it to him. It's fucked up. You know what I mean? I believe if somebody deserves it, they should get it. No matter how many times they win it, they should fucking get it. Whatever. But for me personally, bro, I might go Luka. I'm gonna have to go Luka. And I'm not counting SGA out at all whatsoever. He's gonna be up there because OKC is gonna be good. They got a good team. You got Chet. He's gonna be back with you for another year in the NBA. Jalen Williams, who I love so much, I told you I love him to death. You feel me? They got a team out there. You know what I mean? So they gonna be in the mix. But I'm gonna take Luka for MVP this season.
All right, I ain't mad at that. I mean, Luka, depending on how good his team is. Yeah, I can see Luka, SGA, one of them boys for sure.
Yeah.
The 4 names I had SGA, Joker, Steph, and Giannis.
Okay, it's a good list. All right. So
I was kind of debating upon not with Steph at the later end of it though, but yeah.
Right. So now we're gonna move over to the most improved player. Who is gonna win most improved player? I'll take this one right here. Tell you something.
Okay.
The most improved player, Win VP. It's going to be Win VP because let me tell you
Wemby.
Yes, it's going to be Wemby. You know what I mean? Coming off Rookie of the Year. You know what I mean? We know what he represents. Let's see. Last season, 29.7 minutes a game. That's basically 30 minutes. 21.4 points a game, 10.6 rebounds a game, and 3.9 assists a game. And on top of that, it was 3.6 blocks a game, 47.5% from field goal, 32.5% from 3-point, and 79.6% from free throw. Let me tell you something. All that's about to go up. All that's going up. You got CP3 there with you, floor general. Now that's a legit pick and roll threat with Wemby. He can get to the rim with it. He can pick and pop with it. If you double him, cool. We'll kick it out to other players on the team. He can pass the rock, and he's just a fucking all around threat. He's gonna be better this year, and most of all, he's motherfucking coachable, bro. He wants to continue to learn. And with CP3, I think his game is going to be even better because now he got a legit point guard with him. Any big man knows, anytime I play basketball, I need a guard that can pass me this rock. Who can get it who can get it to where I want it. Who's gonna communicate with me? You know what I mean? Who can get it to where I want it? If I got my hand up here, or I might be pointing down like this right here. That's a bounce pass. I might do my hand like this, get it in there. Don't float the ball up in the air to give somebody a chance to come around me and get it. Get the ball in there. I got hands. I'm gonna catch it all. You feel what I'm saying? And any big man, you got a point guard like Chris Paul. I don't care the fact he ain't won a championship. What? He's a point guard. That's what he is. He's a legit point guard, first ballot Hall of Famer, and he's still a student of the game. Still, you feel what I'm saying? So he can operate the floor. It's gonna open it up for Wemby. He's gonna get active even more, and all these stats are gonna go up. These stats are gonna go up. So I've got Wim VP as the most improved player in his second year.
Okay, that's a good pick. To be honest with you, and I didn't really go.
Can I tell you? No.
Pick.
I'll let you go, and I'll tell you who I had. You know, who I was gonna choose.
No, keep going. Name them.
Well,
I have 3.
The other guy that I chose was the guy I mentioned that's on the team with Shea, Jalen Williams. You feel me?
Jalen Williams. That's a great pick.
I got it right here. You know what I mean? I love Jalen Williams, bro. He gets better since he's been in the league. He has gotten better in every facet of the game, scoring. The running the floor, shooting, defense, you know what I'm saying? All that. He's gotten better, you know what I mean? And I don't think he hasn't reached his ceiling yet, you know what I mean? And I think this year he's going to be even better. I think he went from 14 the year before and then 19 this year, just this past season, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's going to be in the 20s this time. Smarter, probably been in the weight room, more. They was at the top all year long. First seed, second seed, third, first, second, first, you know what I mean? And for them to lose to the Dallas Mavericks, that don't do nothing but add fuel to the fire. It adds fuel to the fire for a young player. So they know where they messed up at, so they ready to make a run too. And I don't know how much more Shea is going to do. Maybe Shea might give you 34 a game. I don't know. You feel me? But Jalen Williams, he hasn't hit his ceiling yet, and I think that's one of the – if Wemby don't win it, I think that's the guy that'll get it done.
That's a great pick, honestly. Wemby. That's a great pick, you know what I'm saying? Because he was at what, 21.4.
21.
So you're expecting, like, what are you expecting his numbers to get to?
I'm expecting
Because
about.
I mean, if he's getting most improved, then you're expecting a jump, right? So
I'm
what's that
expecting a jump.
What's the jump?
25.
25 a game?
25, 12 rebounds. And I'm not about 12. 25, 12 rebounds. I'm not maybe and listen, maybe a couple more assists because like I said, I feel like we're going to see that. I'm not going to let Chris Paul and Wemby run a pick and roll like this is John Stockton and Karl Malone back in the day when you couldn't, lurk over or play double team type shit. You feel what I'm saying? No, we're going to get the ball out of this man's hands and he's going to kick it out. So I think them 3.6, 3.9 assists, they may go up to maybe 4.8, maybe 5. Who knows?
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? 3.9 is 4 assists. You know what I mean? So 5 assists, 5.5, whatever the case may be. I think everything's going to go up though.
Okay, so these are my first pick. I got an ATL boy, jumpy, can jump out the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And why? Because when you talk about most improved, what I say to people, this is what I think it is, bro. Most improved, getting more opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
That's most improved. And I got Jalen Johnson.
Ooh.
Jalen Johnson from ATL, and the reason why is because I think that he's probably going to be the second guy now next to Trey. So if Trey's going to give you 28, whatever it is, 11, 12 assists, I think Jalen Johnson can jump from his 16 a game, maybe to 22 a game.
Okay.
Or something like this. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Give you the 9 rebounds and whatever, 3 assists. But that that jump in production is my thing with him and the opportunity, right? So stick with me when I mean the opportunity.
Hey, I'm with you.
So the next person I got, Scoot Henderson.
You think he?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And the reason why I have Scoot Henderson is because Shaden Sharp now he's hurt in the beginning of the year.
Okay.
I would have put Shaden Sharp up there. Shaden Sharp, nice man.
Okay.
But right now you just have what's his name? Simons. Is it Simons?
Yep. Anthony Simons. Yeah.
Okay, so I got Scoot. Did you hear me on why I had Scoot? Yep. So I got him, and he's giving you 14 a game. Right, and his field goal percentage was terrible. So I think that he has an easier. So if he goes to 45% from the field, that's gonna be big, right? And he only averaged 5.4 assists. So if he goes up to 8 assists, maybe 18, 19 points a game, then that's something that probably can give you a most improved player as well. So and the next guy.
Before you go to the next guy, do you think? Obviously, how much you think record plays into most improved? How much you think record? I don't think so either. All right, keep going.
So now the next one, this is my sleeper. Keontae George.
From Utah.
Yes. And the reason B for that one is they're going to probably play him and not Sexton at the point.
Man.
You play him at the point.
Do you like Sexton? I think he plays. He can play. He plays hard, but
he play.
All right.
He can play.
I'm not saying he can't play, but all right. Keep going.
Yeah, he can play. But I got Keontae George, and George, I think it's because he's only get 13 a game, and if he starts and they give him starter minutes like 30-something minutes a game, I could see him jumping from 13 to say 18, 19 points a game easily. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
And remember, you have only marketing who's there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the opportunity there is going to be greater, and that's why I say that the opportunity.
Okay.
Now, obviously, Wemby's a great pick and all that, but those are the 3 that came to mind. And with the production and the opportunity they're going to get the following year, is why I think that those guys probably going to be up there for Rookie of the Year.
Okay.
I mean, Most Improved Player of the Year.
Okay. Good picks. I know those guys. Yeah, for sure. Them is good young basketball players. You know what I mean? They're basketball players. You feel what I mean? And with Scoot having the year that he had, man, he really got to come back and redeem himself for sure. He got to come back he got to come back and get some money out here on the court, man, for sure. Especially that he gonna have, like you said, he gonna have more opportunity. All right, so we're gonna move to Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year. I think I know who your pick gonna be. We might have the same pick. You feel what I'm saying? So who's gonna be? Who's gonna be the Rookie of the Year? Can I say it for you?
It's not. You think,
okay. No.
No, you go.
No, I did first on Most Improved. Now you go Rookie of the Year. Who's the Rookie of the Year this year?
All right, so my three that I got written down. All right, that I got written down here, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Rookie of the Year coming from. I have 3 picks. 3 picks.
Okay.
One of them, Reed Shepherd is one of them. I'll be my third. Yep. Second one, I think that's going to get opportunity is Zach Edey.
Yep.
On Memphis.
Yep.
All right. And you have him and Jarrett Jackson, depending if they played Triple J at the center or if they played Triple J at the 4. If they play Triple J at the 4 and they have Zach Edey at the 5, he might have some opportunity over there as well. You know what I mean? But the only thing is, because they already have a lot of guys that can score the basketball, they got Ja, they got short dude.
Desmond Bain.
And then you got Jay. Then you got Triple J, and you got Marcus Smart.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know where he's going to get the points, but I would say because he's pretty much their center, and he gets a lot of easy buckets. And John Morant can get to the hole. Desmond Bain get to the hole. He get easy dump offs and all that, and he can score the ball to some degree, right? Like he's not no. He's an old traditional center.
Back to the basket, yeah.
Yes. So I got him, Reed Shepherd, and then I got the dude, the number 1 pick from Atlanta, and that's because the same with the opportunity. So they don't have much over there already, bro. You know what I mean? So if he's starting and he's getting a lot of player minutes, because that's what it's about for Rookie of the Year. Because Reed Shepherd Reed Shepherd's up and down. If they play him, he's gonna give you production.
Okay.
But if they play him,
okay,
if they only giving him 10, 15 minutes, he ain't gonna get Rookie of the Year.
Okay.
So really, with the Rookie of the Year, it all depends on the minutes that you getting. I can't put Rob Dillingham in there.
I thought you was gonna go Rob. I thought you was gonna go Rob.
I can't go Rob. So they ain't gonna get that much minutes.
Okay. How many minutes you think he gonna get?
Nigga, 10.
10. So mine is kind of, you know what I mean, it's kind of, you know, I just got 2 guys. I had 3 guys. I had Rob Dillingham as my 3rd guy, you know what I mean? But I did have Reed Shepherd, you know what I mean? And I did have Zach Edey. I think they're going to use Zach Edey a lot, bro. You know what I mean? Traditional back to the basket, get him involved in the pick and roll. I'm going to play him at my 5. Playing him at my 5, he big. He might look slim, but he got weight on him. You feel what I'm saying? So he's strong. He can score down there. I mean, Jaren Jackson, Triple J, yo, energy, you know what I mean? But I'm not running no offense through him. I'm just not. He's more so he can play some defense for sure. You know what I mean? He can get out in transition and get your shot off the glass. You know, he can rebound the basketball. So I think, you know what I mean, you're going to see a lot of Ja and Zach Edey. You know what I mean? Ja going to penetrate the lane. You know, he going to throw the oop. I think Zach Edey's going to be there for that. So, yeah, Reed Shepherd, Zach Edey, and Rob Dillingham, that's who I got. That's who I got for my 3 right there. But I just don't think that it's just up in the air for me with Reed and Rob, depending on the minutes that they get. Yeah, the minutes. The number 1 pick and the number 2 pick, because the Washington guy, Sarr, and then you have the guy from Atlanta. If he starts, he's going to get the minutes. He's going to get the minutes. Yeah.
Sarr's going to get you the minutes that can get you Rookie of the Year. I just don't think the Sarr guy's
I think he's going to get the minutes. I don't think his play is going to get him Rookie of the Year. Not me. Good list.
I like the guy from Chicago as well, the white boy. He came from the G League. He came from the G League. He played in the G League.
Yeah, I forgot. Man.
Starts with a B.
Yeah. I know you're talking about. What you think about?
He looked good in preseason, bro.
What you thinking about? Dalton Connect 4. For the guy went to the Lakers.
He looked good in preseason also now.
Yeah,
but I don't know if you've been watching, but I've been watching. He looked good now.
I watched a couple of preseason games. You know what I mean? Do you think he's gonna get the minutes, the opportunity? You know what I mean, to be in that talk? Because I had him. I wanted to put his name down. You know what I mean? But I wasn't too sure. I didn't know the minutes. I just wasn't sure. But he can ball though.
Yeah, I think that if Rui. Because you guys have Rui, you get that can defend as well, right?
Yeah.
Because Connect is not a defender.
No.
Well, the thing is, Connect can shoot that shit.
Yes.
So if Rui is not shooting the ball well, if Vanderbilt ain't shooting the ball well,
he's not a good shooter, no way.
Then you have Connect that can stretch the floor, and that's what LeBron needs. You know what I'm saying? That's what he can. That's what he excels at too. That you have guys that can stretch the floor. It's just that he can't defend that well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it depends. If Rui, at this very moment in time, I'm going to play Rui.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because Rui's stronger. He actually has some good game to him.
I like Rui's one of those guys. He works on his game, and you can tell he's not the naturally. I say this all the time. He's not about multiple players, but he's not the most naturally gifted player. He has to put the work in to be a good basketball player. What story did I give you that before? You remember the story the guy I talked about that? Remember I said about that? Do you remember? Jeremy Grant.
Who?
Jeremy Grant.
Jeremy Grant.
How I was just like I'm a fan of him. I'm so proud of that guy when he got that 5-year 160. I'm like, man, because that's a guy. He's not just naturally that you know what I mean, jumper. Nah, you seen him gradually get better. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when he got that 160, it was like, man, when I see players like that, you know what I mean? It's like, wow, that's the guy that actually got to put that work, because if he don't put that work in, he's not gonna be good.
Oh, that's why I like those guys like a SGA. SGA was not no big recruit going to Kentucky.
No,
he was a 3-star recruit or some shit. Earned the starting spot there. Played well. Went to LA. Seeing that he had the talent, was just getting better and better and better and better, and everybody in the LA Clippers said the same thing. And got his opportunity in OKC. And now you see him flourishing, and he's still getting better. You see, he's adding a 3-point game. He's adding a better, like how his shot used to be like this. He's put a different thing to his shooting. You know what I'm saying? Mid-range game, good. Always had a tight mid-range game, to be fair. But like you can see the improvement. So I'm with you with that one. Love to see shit like that.
All right, last one before we get up out of here. You know what I mean? This is easy for me. You know what I mean? Who will be the defensive player of the year? I mean, you can take it if you want to, but who?
Wemby.
Yeah, it should be. He should have won it last year. He should have won it last year. That's who should have won it in the defensive player of the year. Wemby.
But I have two sleepers now. But this is the big thing I have that an issue with defensive player of the year. A lot of the times they only take. That's why I don't like how they just give it to a lot of people that just block shots.
Yeah.
There's more to defense than that.
Yes, change.
That's why this player, that's why this player right here, I'm gonna give you because Wemby is not so great at defending in space either.
Right.
He's a good like help side defender.
Yeah.
We know this. But and like he changes shots. We know.
Yes.
Bam out of the bayou.
Okay.
Shout out my man Kendrick Perkins. Bam, bro. Bam is like your typical like center that can just guard all 5 positions. Can affect shots and block shots. Like he for sure is my second guy. After Wemby, I got Bam out of Bayou. I got Draymond Green. If we're top 3 and Draymond Green is there, then I think Draymond Green's going to be in the contention because he's obviously the catalyst of our defensive unit. Okay.
So I agree with you with the Wemby and the Bam. I wanted to put Anthony Davis on there, but you know what I said to myself? Me personally, they're not going to give it to Anthony Davis. They're not.
Why?
Because I believe the 2020 year, everybody was saying Brown was going to win MVP. Anthony Davis was going to be with Defensive Player of the Year. You remember that weekend? I think that was it, I don't think it was a COVID thing. I think that was the Kobe thing that happened. I think that Friday they ran through the Bucs, beat their ass on that Friday night. LeBron clowned, and when him and Giannis was going head to head, he was busting that motherfucking ass. And late in the game to close the game, 1-on-1 type shit, busting his ass, taking him to the rim, making him look pedestrian. And then that Sunday they ran through the Clippers. You feel what I'm saying? And that's, you know, they was talking all of that, you know, the Lakers, Clippers, ran through that ass, you know what I mean? And then everybody was saying Bron gonna win MVP because they was talking about who was the oldest player to win MVP, and they was talking about Karl Malone. He won it in year 17, if I'm not mistaken. He was 37 years old or some shit like that, but that was year 17 for LeBron, and he was on the way to win MVP. And everybody, with Anthony Davis, Defensive Player of the Year, they gave this shit to Giannis, both of the shits. You know what I mean? So that, me personally, that was a robbery right there. And even though I believe Wemby should have won a Defensive Player of the Year last year, I think Anthony Davis should have been higher than what the fuck he was. So me personally, I just think it's one of them things, you know what I mean? He's playing with LeBron, you know what I mean? You know, they don't want to root for nobody that's playing with LeBron. And this, I think that's what it is a lot of times. You know, LeBron gets so much hate, gets so much scrutiny. You know what I mean? It's like, you know how you look at Coach Prime right now, they probably wouldn't give Travis Hunter the award because that's Coach Prime. That's Coach Prime, you know what I mean? So I kind of think they doing the same thing with Bron. You know damn well that 2020 year LeBron should have won MVP, and AD was the best defensive fucking player in the league. But they didn't give it to him. They didn't give him a lot of consideration last year as well. So if he didn't win it that year, didn't get a lot of consideration for it last year, I don't think they're even going to look at him. That's just my opinion.
I think honestly, say you guys are in the top 4 seed.
It's gonna have to be some shit like it's gonna have to be.
It's not just that though. If you guys as a team is better, is like one of the better teams defensively, let's say in the top 7, you know what I'm saying, or top 5 or something like that, hell yeah, he's going to be up there for defensive player.
But you know what?
That's going to be.
But you know what?
Going to be the. He's always going to have the block.
Right, but you know what though, Jordan? Defensive Player of the Year. It's not about the whole team though. You feel me? It ain't about that.
I'm just giving you what's going to be the. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. Minnesota last year was the best defensive team.
Mm-hmm.
Rudy Gobert second in block.
Yeah.
Okay, give it to him.
Let's give it to him. Type shit. Yeah.
So you understand where I'm coming from? Because if you have now LA and they're a top 5 defensive team, and what's his name is a top 3 in blocks, he's always top 5 in blocks anyway. Then there's going to be a thing where you're going to be like, oh, okay, because Wemby's team was not so great. Like if they're not good defensively, but he's still putting up good defensive numbers or shot block numbers. Because if you're talking about defensive as a whole, AD's a better defender. Yeah, because AD can defend in space.
All five. Yeah.
Yeah, he can defend in space, all 5, 1 to 5.
Yep.
And he's a good shot blocker.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? Yep. I think Wemby is just good at help side defending, bro.
What
straight up, bro.
So you said you don't think he's good in the post, defending in the post?
No, he's skinny as shit.
No, for sure. But what I'm saying is, it ain't, bro. Listen, Shaq ain't here no more. He ain't going against Ewing every night. You know what I mean? But like the way he blocks shots and change shots, and nigga, you got niggas on 3-1 man weaves. They scared to take layups. You know what I mean?
Yo, I hear that. But that's the guards. But when there's a big body in there, they will put him in the basket, bro.
Okay.
I'm dead serious, bro. But he does block shot. I don't want to act like he's just some.
You see him get put in the basket last year?
Yes.
He got dunked on?
Even by my guy. Yes.
Who dunked on him?
Dunked on his ass.
Wemby?
Trey Jackson on my team dunked on him.
I gotta see it, man.
And when I mean put in the basket, like they bump him down.
Yeah.
Dunk. Can't really do nothing because he'd be under the basket.
Literally.
Yeah. But like he's just so skinny. But that's why he put on weight. So you know what I'm saying. Maybe that's gonna help. You know what I'm saying. But I just in the perimeter for sure. AD's better when you're outside. Like it's hard for him, right? He's so tall.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you can't expect to you know what I'm saying? Like he's got to back up a bit and use his length.
They gonna hate on AD though. That's why I didn't. They gonna hate on AD, man. They already hated on him. They gonna hate on him, man. But hey, it is what it is, man. Yeah, man. So hey, listen, basketball tonight. Make sure y'all watch that. We got the Celtics and the Knicks in the Boston Garden. We got the Lakers and the Timberwolves at the crypto.com arena. You feel me? Out there in LA, 10 o'clock Eastern time. You feel me? 7:30 Eastern time for the Celtics and the Knicks game. What's up?
All right, Will. Let me give one question off the cuff. Off the cuff.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's do this right now.
Yep.
You know, it's what we do.
Yep.
Who is your sleeper team in the East and your sleeper team in the West?
Who
that's gonna make a surprising splash and get into the playoffs or be a good team?
So get into the play. Oh, so get into the play. Or what are we talking? Like just getting into the playoffs or somebody that? Okay, look. The Spurs in the West. Remember, I told you it's don't. Yeah, I remember they only won 22 games the year before, right? Or year before, right? All right. And remember, I said the Warriors missed the playoffs at winning 46 games, right? They won. Did they not win? So now. And remember, I said I don't know if with Chris Paul coming there, if they're gonna make a 24 game jump. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm just going based off of 46 wins. You didn't make the playoffs. You know what I mean? A team didn't make the playoffs. Can they get 24 more wins? Can they do that? You know what I mean? Can they get 20 plus more wins? And I just think they could probably get close to it. You know what I mean? But I mean, for something tells me, bro, that they gonna sneak in that motherfucker. Something tells me, bro. I mean, I could be absolutely wrong, but I'm looking at Chris Paul and what he brings to a team. And like I mentioned before, I'm going to say the same thing I said when we first talked about this when Chris Paul got traded. I said, listen, I know when he went to OKC, that was years ago. But even then, that wasn't Clippers Chris Paul. That wasn't New Orleans Chris Paul. He was just doing what he normally does. You understand me? They had a 0.2 chance of making the playoffs, and they went there. What's the chances of he didn't have Wemby then? You know what I'm saying? Shea was out there. I think he was in L.A., right? He was in L.A., right? So with this, bro, as something tells me the Spurs are going to get into the playoffs or make that big jump, you know what I mean? Or even threaten somebody, hey, for that play-in spot type shit, you know what I mean? And they're going to have to go out there and win to get in type shit. But even if they go out there and have to win to get in, that's still a big jump from last season. So that's my sleeper team in the West. And if we're talking my sleeper team in the East, I think Orlando going to make a big jump this year.
There was already one day like a top there was already a top like kind of top team. They were like a top 6.
But here's what I want to put on though. You know, a lot of teams was injured out there as well. You know what I mean? Okay. So I think they'll make a bigger. I'm not going to choose.
Like
What's that?
Top 4 seed or something.
Type
like
shit like that. Yeah. I'm not going to choose Cleveland as my sleeper team. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't think Cleveland's really going to do too much. I think Cleveland always will be in the mix. I think they'll be in the mix. You know what I mean? But I don't think they nobody you're going to have to be like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Somebody, because they always up there. Orlando's on a come up and they young as hell. Young. You understand what I'm saying? And they get to grow with each other. If they get to keep majority of the guys on that team with each other, in these next few years, we're going to be talking about Orlando in a different light.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's Orlando, sleeper team in the East, Spurs, sleeper team in the West. Who you got?
Okay. In the West, obviously I have Golden State. Because they obviously, everyone doesn't have them doing well. And I say I have them. The depth on our team is amazing, bro. I'm high on them. I don't know. I was a bit boosted in the beginning, but from watching them and seeing the players and seeing how we're playing, how our system works with the group that we have, I think we're gonna make a big jump, bro.
So y'all won 46 games.
I said
you said y'all won 46 games. The big jump. What's that? So what's that? And listen, I didn't put y'all down because you won 46 games. You know what I mean? You won 46 games. You ain't win 20. You ain't win 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much big of a jump are y'all? What you going? 60 games? You gonna win 60? You gonna win 58 games? What?
We're top 3 seed in the West. So top 3 seed, we're going to 50-something games, damn near pushing to 60.
So, I mean, are you 58, 57?
I mean, come on, man. Like, what? I would say maybe 55 to 60 games.
So Golden State.
But what I'm saying is, but I'd rather just say we're going to be a top 3 seed in the West. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And that's a big jump from before.
Okay. So you saying y'all could be 9 to 14 games better this year. You won 46. You said 55 to 60. So 46 to 55, that's 9. Well, 46 to 60, that's 14. So you could be 9 to 14 games better.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
and then,
we shall see.
And then the East, I'm because there's always a team that comes up and does surprisingly well.
Mm-hmm. I know what you about to go ahead.
Who do you think I'm about to say?
Nope, go ahead. I'll be truthful with you. Matter of fact, look, I'm going to write it down right here. Because I think I know where you're going. I'm going to write it down right here and put it up to the screen when you get done. And you might not be able to see this, but I'm going to even try to put the logo on this motherfucker. Nah, hell no.
I'm not saying Miami. I know you want to say Miami.
I do not have that right here. I do not. And matter of fact, I'll take a picture of it with my phone right now, if I'm right, and I will send it to you. You see my pen? My pen, it's over there. You know what I mean? So
I don't know why you think I know who
I'm just saying I think I might know who you're gonna say. You know what I mean? I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna tell you I'm wrong. But if I'm right,
I think it's gonna be Detroit.
Oh, okay. Detroit.
Yeah.
Man,
I think Detroit. I know. I think because Cade Cunningham, man, he nice, bro. I think because you usually have a team and a player that makes a even bigger jump. I think he's gonna make a gigantic jump because he's been injured, kind of, and he's gonna give you 25, 5-5, or 25, 7-7, or 25, like something like that.
Okay,
he is gonna work. So I just think that's gonna be a sleeper team that's gonna get at least into the play-in. Like they were trash. All
right.
So I'm saying they're gonna be in the play-in up. Is what I'm saying. Detroit. Yeah,
man, that's a Yeah, that's
I was gonna go with Charlotte. But
no.
I don't know, because Charlotte also LaMelo Ball back and healthy, Bridges back there, Brandon Miller, good player. They got a little squad over there, but
Who did
you think I was gonna say?
I thought you were gonna say the Hawks.
With Trey.
Yep. So I got Hawks right here. I thought you were gonna say the Hawks. You know what I mean? But Detroit, man. You know, I think you're gonna have a pretty good, you know what I mean, a pretty good season because there's no expectations.
Like you talking about
in Detroit,
a team or a player?
A player, and he's in Detroit.
Oh, Tobias Harris.
Yep. I think he's gonna have a good season. Ain't no expectations. There's no you're not in Philly no more. There's no expectations to do absolutely fucking nothing. He might go out and so he might have a good season out there for them. Who knows, man? All right, so you got Detroit and you got the Warriors, and I got the Magic, and I have the Spurs. All right, man. So listen, man, for the ones that's watching right now, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here, y'all. For the ones that's watching and continue to watch, we appreciate you. We thank you. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you can be up to date with all things under the lights. If you are listening right now on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, once again, we appreciate you. We thank you. Keep downloading and keep listening. You know what I mean? Tell a friend to tell a friend. You understand? My guy, Jordan, you know what it is. You know how we rocking my guy. You feel me? We're going to go ahead and get up out of here. Watch them games tonight. Basketball season is back tonight. It's about to be lit, and it's football season still, too. And we ain't even at the halfway mark yet, so it's about to get real crazy in here. You understand? So, listen, we're going to get up out of here. That's our show for the day, and we gone.
Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah.